Hello everybody and welcome back to my ranking of all the outfits in the Assassin's Creed games. This is an ongoing series where we explore the progression of the outfits from the games before the Helix packs began to shift their way to the forefront, a time when outfits were only partially for sale and most were earned in-game. Today we will delve into Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. First we'll take a closer look at each outfit, and then we will rank them. After doing an unscripted version for AC3, you all voted for me to stick with the scripted format, therefore we're going to stick with the scripted format for the analysis of AC4. So let's begin. Kicking off our analysis, we have Edward's default robes in the game. These are technically acquired at the beginning of the game from the fallen assassin Duncan Walpole. However, after Edward's plan to infiltrate the Templars and gain a reward goes wrong, Edward no longer needs to keep up the disguise, and upgrades the outfit with leather pieces and extra gun holsters to make the outfit more practical for his piracy. The outfit does a remarkable job of telling this story. It looks like an amalgamation of different concepts and ideas, mashed together, which reflects the ideology of a pirate not letting anything go to waste, and using all the resources at his disposal. I think the outfit does a great job of showing an assassin being used by someone who isn't an assassin. Edward doesn't embrace the creed, but rejects it at first, and shoves his ideology on top, and I love it for that. However, this wasn't always the case, as when the game was first announced, I honestly hated this costume, and thought the gun holsters on the front were too distracting, and covered up his entire chest piece. However, once you get to use this outfit in the game, it ends up working a lot better and the whole design flows quite naturally. One thing that I'm still confused by, however, is the coattails on both the front and back. In promo art and in the E3 trailer, these sections are shown to be a loose material. However, in the game, they are stationary and the front of Edward's costume sticks to him like glue. But thankfully the back has a lot of movement and looks great in motion to sell the feeling of speed. Whilst we're talking about the physics, I first owned this game on the PS3, and when jumping to next gen, I was very surprised by the baggy sleeves that Edward had having movement to them, which looks really good from the back and gives Edward's outfit more of a real world feeling and immerses you more. Out of the outfits in the AC series, this seems the most practical and realistic for someone to wear. Although it's in hindsight, after the poor attempts in Valhalla, I'm just glad we got an assassin costume in this game, as if it was made today, I'm pretty sure Edward would have ditched the outfit after the Templars caught him, and replaced it with a simple pirate themed outfit. What I mean by this is I'm thankful that this costume exists at all, let alone that it is so good. Now when I first bought the game in 2013, I got the special edition which came with a different cover art for Edward in front of the jackdaw wearing a very nifty cloak, and I was thrilled to find out that this cloak was in the game. In fact, there are three. The brown, crimson and pirate cloaks add a massive leather cloak over Edward's assassin robes, and I think these are a great alternative if you like Edward's costume but want something a little different. They give Edward a broader frame, and although simplistic in their design, I find myself often wearing the brown cloak if I want to mix things up a bit, and they're a great inclusion. The pirate cloak gives players an outfit with the pirate skull and crossbones on, and the crimson cloak gives them an aristocratic design if they wanted to showcase Edward's wealth or roleplay as a rich twat. A lot of the outfits in the game lean into the idea of role-playing throughout your playtime. Black Flag's endgame will lead you to explore many desert islands and explore the rich puzzles and areas of the Caribbean, without any quests or dialogue, just impeccable world design. This means that you can take this opportunity to come up with the scenarios yourself, and it's something I found myself really getting invested in, and I appreciate therefore just the sheer variety of outfits on offer compared to AC3. Well, I don't have a very good segue from talking about variety to talking about recolours. I haven't mentioned recolours in this series because they haven't been attributed to the outfit section. From Brotherhood to 3, you could go to a tailor shop or general goods store and dye your default outfit in every colour combination under the sun, and not only do I want to save me some time, but also these colour combos just come down to what colour you're feeling at the time, and I find them unfair to rank. AC3's remaster, however, did add these recolours in the outfit section at the homestead to make choosing these options easier for players, and Black Flag onwards removes the tailoring idea and just makes recolours outfits to unlock with in-game money. Thankfully there are only a couple here to go through, so we'll give them a place in the video. I love the Privateer outfit. The all black colours with a dull red belt and white lining look really good, and bring together all the elements of Edward's design with a striking silhouette. This is without a doubt the outfit I use the most in the game, although I don't think it's the best in the game, I just like the simplicity of it. The Pirate Captain outfit adds a bright red to the Privateer outfit, and whilst black and red is a very popular combination, I can't say I've ever resonated with it myself, and I feel like adding red to the part of Edward's outfit that's usually obstructed by pistols makes it a little bit difficult to see the real benefits the outfit brings. The Merchant recolour leans into what I was saying earlier about the roleplay element. Could Edward be on a secret mission for the Spanish? Why not don these Spanish coloured robes in a mustard yellow and blue? Not one of my favourites, but I'm glad that this is one of the recolours they provided, and at least it's colourful. Finally, there's the Explorer recolour, which is described as being an earthy brown colour. However, the outfit is a stark white and red recolour of Edward's robes, for those wanting the traditional assassin colour scheme. The problem is that this variant was unlocked through community challenges, which are no longer available, so the only version of the game I have this outfit on is the old PS3 one, which is a shame as it's a pretty essential inclusion. Oh, and I guess we should mention the Haytham recolour. In 2013, McFarlane released a set of Assassin's Creed figures, and these came with codes for exclusive content to be redeemed in the single player and multiplayer of the game. Haytham's figure came with an exclusive recolour for Edward, in Haytham's colours. However, it was advertised as Edward Kenway's Overcoat, which it certainly is not, and doesn't even use Haytham's colour scheme. I mean, where's the gold? This is lazy and maybe even false advertising. They could have at least given us the overcoat by dyeing the cloaks in the game just a different colour with Haytham's cape design on it. As it stands, it just looks like a bad colour swap of the Pirate Captain colours, but with a shittier grey instead of black. Now we're not done yet with outfit recolours, and although Duncan Walpole's outfit isn't available in free roam for some reason, they still made 3 colour variants that are for fans of that design, and thankfully I'm one of them. For those wanting to roleplay as a British officer, the British officer outfit dresses Edward in red and white, and again is a nice inclusion. I think this contrast works well compared to the blue and white of his default look. All of these recolours lack the dirt effects that made Duncan's costume look so good, but still stand on their own as quite a clean, matte coloured version. The Politician's recolour is a nice colour of green. The front has a nice gold trim and the white is evenly distributed, but I don't think it's going to be chosen over the others. Finally, we have the Governor's outfit, and my favourite of these recolours. I think having 3 colours works a lot better than 2, as the green and white and red and white look a bit too much like a Power Ranger, whereas a healthy distribution of grey, red and white make the costume feel a bit more complete, and the individual elements stand out better. Now onto the actual outfits in the game, and kicking it off with one of my favourites. The Templar Outfit is the first time in the series we can roleplay as the bad guy, before we play as the bad guy next year. The Templar Outfit embodies the philosophy of the Templar design with a boxy aesthetic and emphasis on head-to-toe protection. The Templars don't do much climbing about, so their outfit is more about bulkier layers of protection than needing to be mobile or agile at all. The collar going right up to Edward's chin evokes the royal status and wealth the Templars have, never lowering their head but keeping them held high and looking down on others. And oh my god, that belt looks familiar. I just love this outfit. It's great to have a design that goes against the assassin one and gives us some real variety. And although it doesn't suit Edward, he could have easily become this man if he stayed with the Templars and had this vision of how cool he could have looked. Not to mention the symmetrical design is unlike anything we'd seen before, outside of that god-awful captain of the Aquila suit, which this drowns out in comparison. However, I'll say this now as it applies to nearly all of these outfits. This blowpipe, I want to have a word with you in my office. This thing is just hanging there on every outfit. Even Edward's original outfit, there's just no place for it to go, yet it's such an important place, dead centre on his back, teasing you, because it's just floating there without any kind of holster, and I hate it. Oh boy, here we go. The stealth outfit is unlocked by completing exactly half of the assassin contracts, because they knew nobody would do all of them if they knew they were getting this. This outfit at first looks like Attire's, however it's slightly worse, because it removes the armoured plating from those robes, and leaves Edward looking rather bare at the top. Although, who are we kidding here, a couple of armour plates wouldn't have saved the awful cultural appropriation here. Edward looks extremely out of place in these robes, not helped by the atrocious leg warmers that I know have been ridiculed to death, but also the design is so bland on the beaches of the Caribbean that it just blends right in. It makes sense why Attire is only shown in dense forest locations, because that's where this outfit has a semblance of contrast. The physics on the back of the outfit are unique, and I've even used this as a defense of the outfit in the past, because when you're moving, this does distract you from how bad the rest of the outfit looks. But honestly, there's no saving this. A native assassin outfit on Edward looks dreadful, and of all the characters to use the assets for to give a costume for Edward, this one needed a bit more thought. The Mayan Armour is renowned as one of the best armours in this whole franchise, and I do half agree with this sentiment. That being the top half. But hey. The top half of this outfit is incredibly designed for an Isu bullet-stopping Iron Man suit. Attaching it to a simple grey robe underneath makes the gold stand out well, and does a lot to bring this to life, on top of the ability to stop bullets that gives you an in-game benefit to using this armour. I'm curious to see how it'd look with a simple grey hood, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just surprised that the grey they chose isn't an ugly one. I would wear this without the armour if they used it in a different design. Unfortunately, there is a bottom half, and it's the bottom half that does not move. I have no issues with the design when stationary, but when moving, the bottom coattails don't move at all, and it's so distracting. I wish I could just stick a piece of paper over the bottom half of my screen. I do love this outfit, but the fact the materials don't move makes it a difficult choice if you want to do free roam and especially parkour through the cities. Apart from that, and the fact that it's a very sci-fi looking armour that they somehow made look grounded in reality through the Mayan civilization, this is an impressive piece of gear. If you were wondering where the pirates were in this pirate assassin game, here's your first taste. The Edward the Legend outfit is unlocked through the Ubisoft Connect app, and is supposedly something Edward wore towards the end of his career. That said, oh man do I love this outfit. The colour scheme of green, red and yellow is done so much better than the politician outfit. The textures are numerous and all complement each other. The red gloves and yellow bandana, everything works to create an incredible outfit, even if it sticks to the stereotypical look for a pirate. This outfit does make you feel like you've reached legendary status, and copying the coattails from Bartholomew's outfit does wonders. Sometimes I like the eye patch and sometimes I don't, but you're not going to be seeing it half of the time, so I don't mind it being there. Considering there's only a handful of pirate looking outfits, this delivers on quality over quantity, and I think it conveys the wealth and riches Edward had by the end of his career perfectly. You know I don't like an outfit without physics to it, and this outfit has none. The hood is cool with the stitched together design, reminiscent of some of the later Syndicate designs, but in terms of being a hunter outfit, this thing is kinda lacking, and oh dear, it even has the leg warmers just to put a nail in the coffin. The one thing I do like is that his arms are bare, so you can see the full hidden blade mechanism, including the braces and straps that hold it all together. However, I'm not a fan of how the hidden blades are just kinda popped on in this game, so having straps does ease that pain a little. Also, brown? This game is so vibrant and colourful, and we're still using AC3's colour palette, something more interesting could have been done here. Whoa, that's not what I meant. The Feline Pelt outfit does exactly what you'd expect. It takes the Hunter outfit and adds a leopard print to it. This thing is just ugly. 90s pimp? No thank you. If you wanted to roleplay as a younger Edward, not a captain but just a simple sailor, the Shark Hunter outfit is great. It's simple, but not in the same way as the Hunter outfit where that felt boring. This has colour variety and some differences from other outfits like the trousers and sandals that make it feel like more effort has gone in than just seeing which assets they can smush together. I like this. The bandana is cool and the civilian-esque appearance is something players can appreciate. On some days, I would even say that the whaler outfit is better. Giving us a light blue belt and a pattern on the trousers makes this different but also unique, as there are different assets used here, with some long sleeves that the braces fit over instead of underneath, protecting Edward more. These two outfits aren't going for much, but as a simple sailor outfit in a pirate game, I'm really glad we got them. For Season Pass owners, you would be treated to 3 exclusive outfits that could be found by visiting the emptiest islands in a video game and unlocking 3 chests on 3 different islands. First off, we have Captain Morgan's Redingote, I don't know, which is an imitation of the Edward the Legend outfit, but this time it's red and has some very unfortunate footwear. I like that this outfit is similar to the Legend outfit, but instead of being a rich pirate, comes across like a rich captain, with expensive materials and... sorry, I'm still distracted by the shoes. The colour scheme is a nice red, if a little muted, but I feel the outfit doesn't have enough positives going for it to stand out. In some cases, it stands out a little too much. Whilst at first I praised the feather for creating some diversity with the colour scheme, unfortunately, I think after a few minutes of running around, you start to see it more as a hindrance and annoying to look at. My biggest issue here is its accuracy to the source material. As a fan of Captain Morgan's, this does not live up to that divine taste. Look at this. Just look at it. It's just clothes. In context, you're wearing the outfit of someone you accidentally inspired to be a pirate, only for him to die horribly, and now you're wearing his clothes. It's weird, it's boring, it's kinda morbid. In the promo images you can see a traditional eye patch, but this isn't even in the final version, so the Stede bonnet attire is even more boring by removing its only unique selling point. The armour of Sir Francis Drake is a pretty great looking set, from the front at least. The armour on his arms, legs and shoulders is very cool, and adds some variety from the mostly leather bound outfits Edward uses. However, the back is very bland, and it's difficult to find any points of praise here, as it's very muted and boring, which is so odd considering how good the front looks. I think it needed some kind of armour on the back to balance it out, but I do hold some nostalgia towards this outfit, as it was given to me with the deluxe edition, and so I've used this outfit a lot since getting the game. We tend to hold DLC outfits to a higher standard, as they're outfits not everyone will own, making them feel better and more precious, so we may end up leaning into using them more. The reality, I think, is that Black Flag's DLC outfits are incredibly lacking, and even though we get one more than in AC3, the lack of variety or effort put in does hinder them, and I don't think puts them anywhere near the heights of the main game's suits. You thought you'd heard the last of Unscripted Will? Well, sorry to disappoint. It's gonna get a bit boring if I just script the same bullet points for every legacy outfit, so I've decided instead to do it in the unscripted format where I can just sort of rant about everything I don't enjoy about these outfits, and in some cases stuff that I like. So starting out, we're gonna go with Altair's outfit in this game, and guess what? Every single criticism I had about the original version of Altair's outfit that was in AC3, the original game, I have to follow that through here, because it's even worse. Now granted, there are a few improvements. I feel like Altair's outfit has been brightened in this version of the game. The bracer stands out a lot more, the metal is visible, the red is a lot brighter. The outfit is once again stuck to his legs. and it does not move. And if you try to make it move, Ubisoft will hunt you down and kill you, because they do not believe in animating. The only real positive here is that this was given to you for free. I'm not going to add this to the script because I've already recorded it, but I completely forgot to mention the fact that not only is the blowpipe in the way, but the guns are in the way. The guns! He has 2 extra guns, which are smaller than the normal size guns, which sit directly on the chest. And especially when it comes to the legacy outfits, this has not been considered whatsoever, because they are also just floating, and also ruin the outfits. They just straight up ruin the outfits by their very existence. So we'll keep that in mind going forward. Next up we have Ezio's. Now, this thing is mind-blowing because it's actually a massive, massive improvement on the one in AC3. Again, yes, they've gone with the Brotherhood robes, but at this point, whatever, that's fine. The real improvement here is on the coattails on the back. The back of the outfit has unique physics for the white and red segments, so when you're running around, the red parts will flap about, and the white parts will flap about, completely separately, and it looks great. The cape, I think, has had improved physics too, because it seems to flow a lot more naturally. I think the one in AC3 was a little bit violent, in the way it's sort of all over the place. That's a technical term. That's why we do things unscripted. And also it appears like the textures applied to the bracer look so much better. It doesn't look flat. There are different kinds of greys in there. It's just a massive improvement. It's a really big surprise. Now obviously the criticisms that I said about the outfit in AC3, like the fact that it's the starting version of the outfit, it's only got one bracer, things like that, they're still completely valid. But I think that this design suits Edward a lot better, and it's a remarkable improvement. Then we have Connor's. Oh goodness me. Oh goodness me. Okay. I just want you to remember that in the previous video, my ranking of the outfits in Assassin's Creed 3, Connor's outfit was at the top. Absolute top form, best in the game. That is not the case here. Somehow, only one game later, they have managed to completely mess up Connor's outfit, and at a first glance, you may think, well, what's wrong with this? It looks like Connor to me. There are differences. Look at the hood, and specifically look at the fold on the hood, because something has gone very terribly wrong here, and the hood appears to be on a separate plane of existence from the rest of the outfit. Also, if you look at the seam in between his back, I don't know why I'm acting this out, I can edit. If you look at the seam between his main back and his arm, you can see a little blue strip, which I don't think is meant to be there. And yet, every time you run, these blue bits become visible, and I think that is the textures underneath clipping through, which I'm going to consider a mistake. Another thing that is unfortunately problematic is the lack of bow. In fact, there's a lack of a few things here. The bow makes his back look bare. We've talked about that before. The blowpipe, it semi makes up for it. It's nice having something on the back to pad that out. But unfortunately, we've also got the fingerless gloves being missing, which I think is a massive problem with Altair. In fact, I don't even remember, is it missing on Altair's? They are missing on Altair's as well. Never mind. The final criticism I'm going to say about this outfit, before I get on to the positives, is that they made a real attempt to give him leg warmers. This is historically accurate to reality, however it's not accurate to Connor's outfit. Now on to the good things. Aside from these admittedly numerous issues, I do think the outfit is translated across really well. There's a lot of accuracy to Connor's outfit, and even though it doesn't really fit Edward's frame, he looks a little bit like hunched over in it, I think it's really well designed. They've kept the off-white colouring. There's little details, like he still has the feather, he still has the necklace, which is a crazy detail to me for them to keep. And overall, like, I think it looks fine. The problem is that Edward's build is far too small, and especially when he's like running and climbing, it just looks a little bit wonky because I feel like Connor's frame is designed for this suit and nobody else's. I said this before, but like I think Connor is the only one who suits this suit, even though for the most part it is very, very accurate. So when it came down to adding Assassin's Creed 4 to the Switch, we got the Assassin's Creed Rebel collection, which included Assassin's Creed 4 and Rogue in one bundle. This bundle contained some new legacy outfits, and all of these legacy outfits were included up to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So similar to the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster, we got all of the same costumes that were in that, except there are a few variations which we will go through. However, since I spent so long talking about it in the last video and a lot of these outfits are similar, we're doing it as an unscripted quickfire round. Behold. Graphic. We're going to start off with Arno's outfit because, as you may have noticed, it's the same one from the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster. However, now it's been brightened and it looks no better. Do not wear this. I will find you. Next we're going to go with Bayek's costume. Bayek's suits this game very well because it's bright, colourful, and in the cutscenes it's a similar environment. I think this is a good translation, similar to Creed 3, the physics all fantastic, everything's included, and it suits Edward quite well, so this one gets a tick from me. Next up we have Shay's outfit, and although this image doesn't show it, it's very similar to the AC3 version, where it comes with the mask, and as I discussed in that video, I think the colours were a little bit off because it's a bright grey mask on a black and red body. However, the difference here is the suit is ported over directly from Rogue, so it is actually black and not grey, so the contrast is much more apparent and it ends up making it look worse. However, this frame does fit Edward much better, and I prefer how the outfit looks in this game as opposed to in Creed 3. Oh look, Aguilar's outfit's there. Yep. Next we'll move on to Alexios' outfit. Alexios' outfit is similar to the one in Creed 3, except it doesn't have a hood. Does it look better for it? In some ways, no. But in some ways, it does look more accurate to Odyssey, so it gets points for that. And you could almost trick yourself into thinking you're playing a last-gen version of Odyssey, which nobody would ever want to do. I do think Edward suits this costume quite well, and the sunny beaches are similar to that of Greece, therefore it does somewhat fit this atmosphere that Black Flag creates. The armour doesn't look too off, and I can actually see this being an outfit that you would unlock through doing a quest line, so in that sense it works quite well. Also, something I hadn't noticed in the Creed 3 video, the leg braces, in Creed 3 they are brown, whereas in Odyssey they are gold, and that is fixed here in Black Flag, where they are also gold, so technically more accurate, therefore better. Now this is a massive surprise to me. They actually put Captain Kidd's outfit in the Switch version of the game, and that's mental to me because that's just such a random inclusion. Like, yes, okay, this is the first pirate outfit we get in the franchise, so it makes sense to add it in this game. But it's also, like, it's not a legacy outfit, technically. It is just an outfit you could get in one of the previous games. But, I mean, it fits the pirate theme. Edward does look great in it, and I've always thought is a fantastic outfit. So, like, I'm happy it's here. Now, I should say that this version of Jacob's outfit first debuted, well, in Syndicate, but I mean, in Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered, which came out in 2018, Shay got the updated roster of outfits, and one of them was Jacob's, and Jacob's outfit was the version with the old top hat instead of the hood. But Black Flag continues by borrowing the Rogue model with the top hat, so there is some variation between this and the Creed 3 version. It still has the wrong colours on the back, it's still a light grey coat instead of black, but for the most part, as I've said before, I think this is a good translation. It's probably one of the better translations in the game, and the top hat does make it look quite funny, especially in the middle of the Caribbean. And finally, for these legacy outfit inclusions, we are looking at the Animal Spirit outfit from the Tyranny of King Washington. An outfit that I don't think particularly suits Edward due to ethnicity, but also, in a way, it does look quite good. And they've even added the tattoos, which is like, that's like another level. Like, it's not just we're going to add the costume, we're going to add the tattoos that he had in that DLC. And that's pretty cool. That's a great inclusion. And I love the costume to begin with, so seeing it in this game is great. Does it suit the game? No. Now that we've looked at every outfit in Assassin's Creed 4, let's rank them. Why are we giving him screen time? I've decided not to include the Rebel Collection Legacy outfits in this ranking because I didn't want to end up repeating myself too much in the final sections. And also, like, who played the Switch version? Let's be honest. But I will include Altair, Ezio and Connors. In last place is the Stealth outfit. Do I even need to say anything? Next up is the Feline Pelt outfit. The Hunter outfit I can give props for not looking as bad, because the Feline Pelt makes him look like a dodgy pimp from the 90s, and even the leg warmers look like a joke. It's not a great outfit in general, but having one pelt alternative and it being this dodgy recolor was not the way to go, and I'd be amazed if anyone actually uses this. The Hunter outfit just edges it out by having a more consistent colour scheme and not looking like a joke. It looks practical and the homemade aspect does have some charm to it, but the leg warmers ruin it, and I would also have made the pelt under his belt move when Edward ran, like flowing behind him as opposed to being stuck to his backside. I don't hate the Whaler outfit, but as a civilian / generic option, it definitely succeeds at being generic. The blue belt is cool and I'd love to see it used more in other outfits, but the rest is pretty, normal? Speaking of normal, the Stede bonnet costume is just clothes. The only standout is the nice gold embroidery on the back, which looks nice when running. The outfit works and is serviceable, but it's just another character's clothes, and one of the least interesting looking ones. I can't believe you can't wear Blackbeard's outfit in this game. It's actually insane. Even though this is not the worst depiction, it is still an awful depiction of Altair's robes. However, that said, when stationary the outfit looks good. The colours are improved a lot from AC3, but it still has that awful shoulder pad, but at least it has the creativity that went into the original design, that puts it above literal clothes. So I guess it gets points for that, but it's still the most disappointing outfit in this game. For a sailor option, the Shark Hunter outfit, in my opinion, serves its purpose better than the Whaler outfit, by having a more consistent colour scheme and a bit more originality. I say this because I'm 90% sure this outfit was made first, and they just shoved sleeves on it to make the Whaler. This design works better for me with the orange earthy tones carrying from his bandana to his belt, and it comes together to make a better looking outfit in my opinion. Captain Morgan's outfit makes me want to drink spiced rum, so it gets points for that. This outfit looks good from the back, but from the front exposes these god-awful shoes, and the colour scheme and textures are a bit muddy and messy, and it's difficult to tell what you're looking at. At best, it serves as a red lesser to the Edward the Legend outfit. Connor's outfit is an accurate depiction, bar some clear constraints when adapting Edward's smaller frame and making his arms look like they were pushed inwards. Also, the issue with the legs being given tassels kinda distract me too much from the better elements, and the hood looks awful from behind with that thick line separating it. It's still Connor's outfit though, so I've got to give it props for that. Next up is Edward's cloaks. I don't have much to say here, I just think they're neat, and a good inclusion, if a little simple in their design. Also, Edward has to wear his default colours underneath, so you can't mix and match, which kinda sucks. I'm a big fan of the Sir Francis Drake outfit from the front. I think the armour is cool and love the bulky upper half, which does suit Edward quite well. It's just unfortunate that the back has nothing going on, and it looks very boring in gameplay, which deters you from wearing it. Oh boy, this will be a hot take. The Mayan outfit is next, because whilst Sure, the concept looks amazing. I don't think the hardware was up to scratch to bring this outfit fully to life. The top half of the design is stunning and I love the pattern on the back, but the legs often clip through his coattails due to a lack of physics, and this means that you're running around in this thing that feels unfinished, but I can't emphasize enough that I do love this design. This was a surprise to me, but revisiting this version of Ezio's robes made me appreciate just how much more effort has been put in this time round. The outfit looks amazing. Against the colourful backdrop, and the physics on the separate pieces of his outfit are so well done and make it look great in motion, that I have to give it this higher spot, despite the actual design of the outfit not being my favourite look for the Brotherhood robes. Now these next outfits have switched places a lot during the making of this video, and at one point all of them have been number 1. Keep that in mind as we now move on to the Templar outfit, and I adore this design. The patterns and line work are excellent and flow well, giving Edward a bulky, squared off appearance that uses a lot of the same design philosophy we'd later see with Shay. The diamond shape of his collar underneath, showcasing the red and the thick gloves, white Templar belt, long midsection, and even the popped collar. This is in my opinion the definitive template on how the Templars should dress, and it looks incredible. Finally, a ranking where the default costume isn't the best. Edward's robes grow on me a lot, but I still don't see them as the best in the game. The design at times looks a bit too complicated, and in my opinion, I don't think any elements from the period have been incorporated into the outfit too much, and it looks a little too fantasy for me. That said, the concept of the design being a pirate's interpretation of assassin robes being abandoned and used does come across here. You can feel the jumbled nature of the costume, and Edward's uncertainty felt through it. The trademarks are certainly there, and the lower section reminds me a lot of the AC2 robes. I just personally prefer a suit that's more integrated with the time period. Oof. This could also piss people off, but I prefer Duncan Walpole's outfit to Edward's, and through that, the variants are the closest I can get to ranking it. That said, this placement is going to the Governor's variant. The black, red and white look striking and stand out to me against the bright backdrop. With the same dirt and wear that Duncan's outfit had, maybe a little faded in places from the heat, this outfit could have easily been number 1. But as it stands, what can I say? I like things simple and this straightforward design speaks to me. But I've took a gamble. In number 1, I've gone with the complex Edward the Legend outfit. The concept is mad, it's not historically accurate, and the colours are wild and distracting, but I love it. The combination of all these elements brings us an outfit that beats all the odds and feels great to use in game. The silhouette being thinner at the top and gradually expanding till the bottom is great, where we get this great blooming tailcoat that for the first time I think encapsulates the original design philosophy for Altair. In low profile, the tailcoat stays thin and narrow to Edward's body, but when in motion, it blows up due to the segmented parts and becomes this untamed domain expansion, similar to Altair. Good job guys, you made us all install Uplay for this. So that's my ranking. Do you agree? Which is your favourite outfit from Black Flag? Let me know down below and stay tuned for next time when we'll be continuing our rankings with Assassin's Creed Rogue. And I'll see you in the next video.